Whereas they know what they're doing.
We're straight in.
Oh, hang on.
Are we into power play territory?
Peter Bishop, coach of the world team. Here we go.
We have not mucked around. First race of the night is a power play. So the winning team will get 10 points. The world team very confident that they've got the lineup to win.
I reckon it's the Team World in lane 5. Thomas Chacon leading them off. Casca Corbeau, the 200 breaststroke world short course record holder from this year. Roos van Otterdijk from Belgium swimming the butterfly leg, and Marit Steenbergen guiding them home. That could be a very, very tough relay to beat, and Team World knows that. That's why they've done the power play.
Absolutely. And just recapping too, the team that wins will get the 10 points. So even though the world team have called the power play, it's still available for Australia. The Valley Pool has never seen anything quite like it. We're swimming over the 25-metre short course distance tonight. And as we've expected, Thomas Chacon has come bounding off the blocks. Kaylee turns in second position.
Great swim from Taylor Ruck as well, the other world team in lane 3. She's been a big competitor for Canada for many, many years, but as expected, Chacon turns first.
Casper Corbeau in the water now for the world team to swim this breaststroke leg. And from the Australian perspective, we've got Nash Wilkes out there. He turns in second position.
We're also checking as to how this will work, because obviously the world team in lane 5, their 2 male swimmers were up the front. They're now going to swap over to their 2 female swimmers. Watching the change over there from Nash Wilkes to Alex Perkins now in the water. We've got Cam McEvoy anchoring our Australian team in lane 4.
And he's the man many people here have come to watch, but it is the world team with quite a handy margin here at the moment. They're going for the maximum points. Marit Steenbergen in the water. Now Cam McEvoy with a bit of a job to peg back this lead, but we know how brilliant he is. Well, Steenbergen turns in front, but here comes Cam. And the crowd here are right up for it. Steenbergen leading. McEvoy trying to mow her down. What a finish. It's a thriller. Australia with 10 points to start the night.
Wow, the power play was held by the world team. But an incredible final 50 freestyle from Cam McEvoy. Impressive considering that is his first turn in competition in 5 years. He's a 50 freestyle Olympic champion, which is in a 50 pool. So this is the first time he's done a turn in competition in 5 years. He's a little bit slow on the wall, Cam. We can make up for that later in the evening.
So, round 1, we'll have a little break, come back for round 2, and then round 3, and the winner of this event will be determined on the fastest average time throughout all 3 legs. So we're all over the place tonight. We're learning as we go, but so this race will be over quite literally in about 10 seconds. 1 lap of the short course 25-metre distance. I reckon Meg's the swimmer to beat here. She is all power. So Shayna's at the top of the pool, and Meg, the second lane from the bottom. Meg might be leading narrowly. Shayna and Meg, it's a tightly fought finish. Meg Harris from Shayna Jack. Van Vink and Hansen in 3rd and 4th respectively. So what a start for the Aussies tonight.
1-2, only 6 100ths of a second in it. Meg taking out that win. Oh, hang on. Hang on.
There's a man who loves a red buzzer. That was a no-brainer,
That
really.
was a no-brainer. Dean Boxall for Team Australia has pressed the power play button. As we said, they had to do it before this event started.
So he is the banker for Team Australia, Cam McEvoy.
Take your marks.
Going to be over in about 9 seconds. Cam McEvoy quickly off the blocks. And he comes up on top of the water by quite a margin. Have a look at this for a win. Almost half a body length in the short course pool. What a weapon.
Wow, 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 wow. 9.39 for Cam McEvoy. Woo, doesn't he like it? As we watch Peter Bishop, team coach for the world. Is he? There we go.
So they're hoping Casper Corbo can bring the world team back into this. It's currently Australia 11 versus the world 5 on the point score. Debut was a Dolphin in Singapore earlier in the year.
Well, like what I was saying before, the 4 lining up here, none of them are sprint breaststroke specialists. They're actually all better over the 100, but more even so, the 200 breaststroke. So that's where the endurance will come in for this skins event. But as we said, they need to be on the money. They can't play it too cool and have too many tactics involved here. If they try to, I guess, save a bit of energy, they could get knocked out, not have a chance to go into the next round.
So the pressure is on. Up and back, the 50-metre breaststroke. This is race 1 of 3. Great start for the world team. Turning ahead, Casper Corbo. He's the man they want to earn maximum points with the power play. Diaceto coming home strongly as well. And so too Nash Wilkes is making a race of this. Zach Stubblety-Cook's in a bit of trouble. I think he's about to be eliminated. So Corbo first, Wilkes in second, Seto third, and Zach Stubblety-Cook bows out after the first leg. So 2 swimmers left representing the world team, and just Nash Wilkes for Team Australia. Maximum points on offer here, courtesy of the power play. Another great start by Corbo. Wilkes are right up there with him, and Diaceto closest to the bottom of the screen.
So Nash has got to go all out here to keep Australia in this game. He can finish second, he just can't finish third. We saw a great second 25 from Diaceto in that first round, and here he comes again.
Seto finishing strongly. Wilkes closing quickly. Corbo's got it stitched up. Who stays in? Nash! Nash has got there.
Wow, what a touch on the wall from Nash Wilkes. We was watching Seto coming home like a train. 0.2 in it, so Nash Wilkes keeps Team Australia alive in this skins event of the men's 50 breaststroke.
It's Casper Corbo of the world team swimming for the Netherlands up against Australia's Nash Wilkes, Dolphin number 878. Normally, it's 5 points to the winner, but the world team took the power play, so the winner at the end of this 50 takes home 10 points for their nation, or their team, as it were.
So the rain has started to fall here at the Valley Pool, which plays into the mentality of these athletes as well, but goodness, Casper Corbo is just incredible off that start.
But Nash Wilkes is a little closer on this turn than he was in the last couple of races. Great turn by Corbo. Wilkes has it all to do from here, but the world team are going to strike their first major blow of the night. That is dominance from Casper Corbo. 10 points for the world team. That takes them to 15. So it's hard to be certain of who's the favourite here, Gian. Not much between all 4 swimmers lining up. And just a reminder, the slowest swimmer in the first 2 races is eliminated, and then race 3 will be a shootout for the 5 points.
Knockout round each time. And they will also benefit from just watching that men's race and seeing how it all worked and seeing if there were any tactics at play that they could employ.
Good start by Sienna Harbin, but at the bottom of the pool, Rebecca Meader, the South African for the world team, has the lead at the moment. Evans in second, and little separating Harbin and Tui as they turn for the final short course 25-metre lap. It's Meter in front, Evans in second. The two Australians may be fighting to stay alive. Rebecca Meter with a fantastic swim here. She goes in to win. Evans in second, Harben in third, and Sienna Tui, in a shock, has been eliminated. She's won 3 bronze medals, including in the 100 breaststroke. And she looks to be swimming in fine form. A fairly even start that time, although our race 1 winner, Rebecca Meter, has the lead once again.
A great start, not as quick off the blocks that second time, so you can see fatigue already setting in. And as after the turn, this is almost going to be a blanket finish between these 3 women.
It's an absolute thriller. Here comes Australia's Sienna Harben at the top of the pool. Meter may be narrowly leading. Nothing between them at all.
We're all
Meter
waiting for
from
results.
Harben and Evans, we think. It's not all that much at the moment, Kate. We're just waiting to see what the final standings were. But it is worth pointing out that part of the innovative rules here is that each team actually gets a challenge.
About what is actually at play, what has gone on, what are they challenging?
Thank you, very good.
Well, I think the world team got the decision they were after. Great start by Evans, although Meter made up a little bit of ground there underwater.
Well, the wonderful thing here for Team World, it does not matter of the results of this 50.
Very true.
They're going to take out the top 2 points for this event.
So Rebecca Meter, the South African representing the world team, leading Evans, the Great Britain swimmer, and Meter swimming up to South Africa's tradition in this event, goes on to win in a sub 30-second time, and maximum points to the world team again, Gian. Was the Olympic bronze medalist in the 1500 freestyle in Paris. She also swam in the open water, so she goes from those distance races to the short course 25-metre pool. Take a little bit of getting used to.
And you'd also think that maybe this 400 is too short of a distance for Isabel. And for her in front of a home crowd here in Australia, all those incredible results from just recently were overseas. She would love to put on a show in front of this crowd tonight.
The other variable in this race, the speed challenge as it's known. The leader after every 100-metre segment wins an additional point for their team. So the ideal scenario is that you lead from start to finish and claim maximum points.
Which is
the lazy 16 laps of the short course pool coming up here in the 400 freestyle.
And this program and that bonus point really suits Alani Pallister. Alani only knows how to go out hard and hold on. That's how her race tactics have always been, regardless of distance. And so straight away that you can see that she's settled into her rhythm, which can be harder for our distance swimmers in the short course format because of the turns, which breaks their stride. But Lani looking very, very strong early.
Lani leading, but doesn't have it all her own way. Gosa is right there, and we know she'll be strong at the end. Lani turning, and Gosa, she right there in the mix.
You can see that Lani breathes to her left-hand side, so she will be looking at Isabel on the home leg, the 25-metre coming back towards the finish line.
This is quite the finish
She'll
coming
find
up.
something.
Lani Pallister just in the lead. Gosa really issuing the challenge. It's Pallister in front. There's not much between them at all. Lani! What a cracking race. 5 points to Team Australia.
But he hasn't swum at a major meet or any meet since the Worlds in Singapore in late July, early August of this year, whereas Sam Short's done a lot of altitude training.
It sounded like we might have just had a false start, but maybe not. thought we heard the double buzzer. Let's continue as we were in the meantime. Winnington at the top of the pool, then Clement, Sam Short, and Lucas Martins in lane 3, who leads the field through 2 laps. It is another great battle. Martins being pushed all the way.
Oh, there's endurance from Sam Short coming home here. Incredibly hard. Has he got anything left in the tank to take it to the world record holder, world champion, Olympic champion?
We've got 100 metres to swim now. One of the best races of the night so far. Lucas Martins, the world record holder, the Olympic gold medalist and the world champ, up against Sam Short, who's really taking it to him. Has Sam hit the lead here? Yes, he has. A brilliant swim by Sam Short. He's half a body length clear of Martins now.
We know that he's so strong over the 800 and the 1500 metre distance, Sam Short, and this endurance is shining through. The tactics were at play. I can't go out fast with these guys like I know they want to, so I'm going to hold on and come home hard for the win. I'm chasing the win.
Well, we know he's endured so much disappointment over the last little while, but Sam Short is showing the world just how good he is. What a swim. He's powering to victory. And he's left Lucas Martins in his whitewash. Outstanding. 5 points for Australia, courtesy of Sam Short. Martin second, Clement third, and Elijah Winnington finishing in 4th.
So just a huge stat there. As you mentioned, Tomo, we are the underdogs in this men's 50 freestyle skins event.
There will be 3 races in succession. The slowest swimmer eliminated from the first 2, and then the final race will be a duel for maximum points. So Flynn for Australia at the top of the pool. Dean next to him in lane 5, then Matt Temple, then Duncan Scott at the bottom. Great start by Temple. And he continues to lead here. This is very strong by Matt Temple. Strong swim by Temple, who we normally associate with butterfly swimming, but he has blitzed them. Great swim, Matt Temple. Australia first. Duncan Scott gets second. Well, 2 Aussies trying to gang up on Duncan Scott, representing the world team. Can we get 2 Australians through to the final duel for maximum points? Oh. Another great start from Matt Temple. Duncan Scott just in second from Flynn Southam. Temple leading. Scott starting to eat into the margin.
Oh,
and
on,
Southam
Flynn.
at the top of the pool. Temple's won again.
Oh.
Scott just in second.
One
it's 1/100th of a second.
Oh.
Can Australia reduce the world team's lead? Very even start. Maybe Duncan Scott narrowly as they surface.
Oh.
He's made a brilliant start, Duncan Scott, from the world team. He turns in front. Matt Temple's going to need everything he's got in reserve here. Scott with the lead. Oh. Matt Temple struggling perhaps. Scott is going to pull away. It's another win for the world team.
Duncan Scott looking at his world team members and asking them to roar for him. Keep it under wraps. So we know that Meg is in form tonight. She won the first round of the 25-metre event earlier in the program, so that we know she's swimming fast. But we want to see 2 of our Aussie women going head-to-head in the final round of this event.
This race just oozes speed. Mollie at the top, Steenbergen below her, then Meg Harris and Taylor Ruck in lane 3 at the bottom of the screen. Not much between all 4 swimmers. Maybe Mollie narrowly as they touch the wall and turn for the final sprint home. A reminder, the slowest swimmer swimmer is eliminated. It's Mollie leading Steenbergen, really pulling through. And Meg Harris is there in third position. Steenbergen from O'Callaghan, then Harris, and Taylor Ruck has been knocked out. Australia hoping to get 2 swimmers through to the final race, and Marit Steenbergen, the sole representative for the world team left. O'Callaghan started well. Better start for Meg this time. The 2 Australians turn on top. Steenbergen in third position. Mollie, oh, brilliant turn. Meg Harris there, maybe just taking the lead, in fact, and Steenbergen in third position. What a blistering swim by Meg. It's Australia 1-2, and Meg and Mollie will be dueling it out, but we know Australia have secured the 5 points. Oh, what a start by Mollie. She bounded off the blocks.
Okay, so no tactics at play here for Mollie. Straight away, skills are exceptional off the start. Watch her underwater off the turn. Meg has decided to let Mollie have this win.
Meg's got race number 2 of the 25 metres coming up shortly. So Mollie is going to go through. She's the swimmer the fans have come to see, and she wins all 5 points for Team Australia.
But she's just done the skins event, literally the last event before this one. So lactate would be burning. She used that last 50 as a warm down.
Great start by Meg. At the top of the pool in lane 6, Shayna Jack right there as well. It's a clash between the Aussies, it looks like, and Meg has got there from Shayna again. It's an Australian 1-2. From Egypt was actually second to Cam in the first round of the men's 25 metres freestyle.
Little Bub Hartley in the crowd as well. It's only adding to what he's feeling here at this meet.
Take your marks.
Here's all power. Cam McEvoy back in the water and ripping through another 25 metres. So dominant once again. 9.42. So on the face of that, you would expect maybe Perkins and Otterjuk to fight it out here, but I'm sure Lily Price and Angelina Kohler will be primed for the occasion.
As we've seen with the other skins events, the tactics will come into play, but this first 50 is almost all important.
Slowest swimmer will be eliminated. Not much separating the field as they turn after 25 metres. It was Kohler from Perkins, Van Otterjuk, and then Price has to get moving from an Australian perspective. They go down to the wall, and I think it's Kohler who's come through. Van Otterjuk in second position, Perkins in third, and Lily Price, surprisingly, has been knocked out.
Well, that 2 minutes comes around very, very quickly. So straight away, a great start from Alex Perkins yet again.
An even better start by Kohler, though. She's going to turn after 25 metres in the lead. Perkins right up there, so too Van Otterjuk. This is a good second 25 by Alex Perkins. She's taking it to Kohler. Perkins and Kohler fighting it out on the wall. Kohler narrowly, Perkins in second. And they're the 2 swimmers that are going to go through to our third and final race to determine who gets the 5 points.
Almost a little leg wobble from Alex there on the blocks.
The home crowd right behind Alex Perkins. A very even start. Perkins and Kohler turning pretty much locked together. It comes down to this second 25. It was Perkins narrowly as they turn. She stays underwater for quite a long time. Perkins leading now.
Come on,
this is
Alex.
gutsy stuff by Alex Perkins. She's outgunning Kohler in the swim to the wall. And the Aussies claim another 5 points. So that's the lineup. And the Aussies have taken the front yarn. Armbruster got the better of the start there.
So a reminder, we will lose the 4th place competitor at the end of this first 50, so expect it to be fast.
Matt Temples comes surging through on the back of that turn, and Kostanja at the bottom of the pool also flying home. Temples got their Armbruster in second position, Kostanja in third, and Rossetti is going to be eliminated.
Well, how many tactics can come into play for someone like Matt Temple? We saw him in the 50 skins in the freestyle event. Now competing in his more preferred butterfly stroke. But goodness, he's gone out hard again.
So as they turn with 25s to swim, Kostanja from Armbruster and Temple, but we know he comes surging home in the final 25. Matt Temple maybe coming over the top of them here. Kostanja still there. Armbruster, what a thrilling finish!
There's 1/100th of a second in it again, and Matthew Temple lives to fight another day. Australians 1-2. Ben Armbruster with the win. Matthew Temple. Matt Temple is confused.
We're all confused, Matt. That's what our first scoreboard had, but we're just trying to clarify that. We might have a gremlin in the system.
Once again, it's a busy night for the officials.
So there was a glitch in the timing. So it's Australia v the world for the 5 points.
Come on, Ben.
You can imagine both of these swimmers would be stinging. This is their 3rd race, back to back to back. Armbruster with a great start. Kostanja is a good finisher. We've seen in the previous 2 races. Armbruster in and out of the wall quickly. He leads the race. Kostanja trying to come home. But Ben Armbruster, what a great swim. It's 5 points to Australia.
Well done, Ben. Loves the win. Up on the lane ropes, asking the crowd to applaud that win, as we well should. Matt Temple likes what he sees as well.
You're going to find out when we... Relay power play time!
And when you consider that 5 of the 6 Australians in this lineup have won World Championship gold medals. So it's a big team, it's a fast team.
Hit
so
that
this is a clever power play. A lot of them showing up in this relay tonight.
We are away. And it's Shayna Jack in the pool for the Australians. Fantastic first 25 metres. And she turns with the host team, leading by about 1/3 of a body length. Mulu van Vink of the Netherlands swimming here for the world team, but it's a fabulous start by the Aussies, and Shayna Jack with a great opening leg.
Wow. So both teams elected to have a male up second. So we are going 1 for 1. Okay, Mollie O'Callaghan now in the water for Team Australia.
And it might be Duncan Scott for the world team, I think. I haven't quite got it all written down here, so we're finding out as everyone else does. But Mollie O's relinquished the lead. It could be Casper Corbeau, in fact. So the world team take over. Now Duncan Scott is in the water, and that's Flynn Southam for Australia.
This is the 4th leg. So 2 more left after this 50. Expect it to change at the end, because once again, Team World has, I believe, 2 female swimmers to finish off their relay.
So we're into the 5th leg now. That's Meg Harris for Australia, and you can see the complexity of this race is changing quite dramatically, and it's a power play race, so this is all important. The world team still with a narrow advantage. Very little in it, but it is Flynn Southam in the water now for the Australian team. The final leg, and Flynn takes over. And it looks like the power play option is going to prove fruitful for the Australians because they are pulling away, and it's going to be another 10 points on the tally.
Well, as we said, that power play very well used by Team Australia in this relay. Come into effect here, Tomo? Yes, we are. Don't you love it when there wasn't even any build-up there from Dean Boxall? It's like, it's Kaylee's in the water.
Yeah.
Kaylee, our most decorated Olympic athlete, 5 Olympic individual gold medals.
Slowest swimmer in this first heat will be eliminated. Kaylee at the top of the pool. Our great champion looking to put on a show for the fans here at the Valley Pool.
Great start from Kaylee and Louise Hansen in lane 3. Kaylee's skills are just exceptional, underwater work. Beautiful to see. There will be tactics at play here. You've watched Kaylee slightly switch off. She's got to be careful here.
And I think she's switched back on momentarily to make sure of it. Louise Hansen in first, Kaylee second, Hannah Fredericks in third, and Lauren Cox, the 4th place swimmer, will bow out. So we have 2 Australian swimmers left in the final 3.
Well, once again, it all comes down to this second 50. Can we have 2 Aussies in the final leg?
Great start by Kaylee. She comes up on top of the water with a quite convincing lead.
I would say Hannah has listened to Dean, and the stroke rate has increased slightly. All athletes working the underwater. Kaylee will switch off again, knowing that she's got this leg won.
And Hannah Fredericks swimming superbly. It's going to be 2 Aussies through. Great start by Kaylee McKeown. She's 2/3 of her body length when she comes up on top of the water.
So I love this. This is Kaylee McKeown with the competitive spirit, incredibly alive and well. We could switch off here knowing we've got it won. In fact, we're going to put on a show and absolutely dominate this final 50.
And that is a swim worthy of the entire 10 points. Another power play victory for Team Australia.
I reckon I'm going to call it now. I reckon Henry Allen is the one to beat. I reckon the 17-year-old Australian is going to take it to the 100 backstroke Olympic champion in this skins event.
A global superstar in Thomas Chacon taking on the emerging star Henry Allen, the 17-year-old of Australia. Great start by the Italian legend though. Chacon turning in the lead after 25 metres. Cameron Gray from New Zealand in second, then Allen and Edward Smith. The last place swimmer will be eliminated. Look at this from Henry Allen. He's come charging through. And he has dead heated with Thomas Chacon, 23.81.
I also want to point out, and you'll take me seriously now, terrible start from Henry Allen. Too high, too deep, on the lane rope, still came away with a dead heat for that first place.
They're at it again. Chacon quickly off the wall. Allen next to him, and then Gray from New Zealand swimming in lane 5. It's the 2 world team swimmers who will turn in first and second place respectively, and Allen needs to make up some
come on, Henry!
It's Gray from Chacon, and Allen is going to bow out, unfortunately, after dead heating with Chacon in the first race.
Ooh, starter held them for a long time.
And there's not much between the two World Team athletes, although Chacon in the final 10 metres of that opening lap got the better of Cameron Gray.
So pride obviously on the line. They've got the points already for the World Team.
And it's a comprehensive victory for one of the stars of world swimming, Thomas Chacon.
In the lineup, but which stroke they swim in which order could be a complete tactical play of who determines the win. To find out who this is, let's go to Kate Campbell.
Yeah, I am down here on pool deck and we are about to reveal the order of your medley. Abby, do you have a preference?
No, I don't want to jinx myself. I'm not going to say preferably not fly at the end, but with my luck, I wouldn't be surprised.
All right, it is all eyes onto the scoreboard as we have a look to reveal the order of your strokes. Butterfly, backstroke, freestyle, breaststroke. Is that what you were after?
Yeah, I'm quite happy with that.
All right, over to Tara. Tara, we are about to reveal your order. All right, how do we feel about that?
I might not finish with backstroke, honestly.
Come on, I back you, Tara. We all back you. Marit, are you ready? Deep breath.
I'm so scared.
All right, freestyle, butterfly, backstroke, breaststroke.
That's okay, I think. Free, butterfly, back, breast, I think that's okay.
Okay, all right, we like it. Are you going to remember?
Yeah.
Okay, Ella, here we go. Freestyle, breaststroke, backstroke. Ooh, butterfly at the end. Someone had to cop it.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but I guess we'll find out.
Oh, we're going to power play as well. You can easily forget what order you're swimming in. This race is an absolute free-for-all. It's the women's 200 metres mystery individual medley.
Okay, so a quick reminder. You've got Abby Wood starting with fly, Tara Kinder is starting with breaststroke, Marit is freestyle, and Ella is freestyle. So in terms of that, Tara is at a clear, distinct disadvantage with this first leg as a breaststroker. So she's got to swim uphill against the rest of the women. But, however, that gives her a stronger chance because she is going to actually go into the freestyle leg next.
Thank goodness you're here, Gian, to explain all of this. So Marit is in front at the moment, then Abby Wood, and importantly, the power play has been used by the world team, and both of their swimmers are leading at the moment. Then Ramsey.
So you've got Marit Steenbergen, who just completed fly. She's going to the backstroke leg. Ella Ramsey also is now on backstroke for the third leg. Tara Kinder will have fly as the third 50, and Abby Wood freestyle. So even the turns are bonkers. Because you think about it, you're going to a backstroke turn, or you've really got to think about it. So far, all of the women have remembered what stroke they're doing where.
So far.
So once again, expecting this because Marit is finishing with breaststroke. So the slowest of the 4 strokes, she's in the water with breaststroke.
So let's see whether Abby Wood can cling on. Swimming the breaststroke leg.
So Abby and Marit both swimming breaststroke in this final leg gives opportunity for fly and backstroke to come through. Can Ella Ramsey? Oh, well done.
Well, incredible how that race just turned, as you say, on the back of that final lead, because the two world athletes had a commanding lead, but in the end, Abby Wood has held on to win from Ella Ramsey. I'm more impressed that the swimmers didn't make a mistake.
I have no idea how they remembered it.
Lewis, we are about to have your strokes reveal. Do you have a preference?
Just to be able to remember it, if I'm going to be honest.
All right. Breaststroke, freestyle, butterfly, backstroke.
All right, I'll take that.
You take it?
Breaststroke, fly back. Let's go.
All right, let's go, let's go. Will, deep breath. Are you ready? Cross all your fingers. Hope you get a good version. Butterfly, backstroke, freestyle, breaststroke. What do you think? That was the winning combination last time.
It's quite easy to remember too, so let's give it a crack.
Let's give it an absolute crack. All right, Duncan, here we go. Your strokes are being revealed.
Oh, reverse IM. I just want to remember it, to be honest. That'll be a win for me.
All right, can you repeat it back to me?
Free breast, back fly. Just a reverse IM. Let's get it.
Let's get it. All right, David, let's see what the scoreboard has on offer for you. Freestyle, butterfly, backstroke, breaststroke. Thoughts, feelings?
I mean, at least I'm not ending on butterflies, so.
The magical mystery IM for men.
So it was a slow start, just a timing off the blocks for Duncan Scott, which is unusual. I wonder if he was still thinking through in his head, what is my order?
He's trying to remember what he's doing out there. That's exactly what he was thinking about, and forgot about the starting bell.
Well, it certainly hasn't bothered him. He had freestyle up first. He now moves to breaststroke, so from the fastest stroke to the slowest stroke. So watch for Will Petrick next to him, who's swimming backstroke. And then we're also keeping an eye on David Schlitt, who's fly at this leg. So the two Australians will lead after the halfway mark. But remember, they both have the slowest stroke, breaststroke, to finish off.
And they're going to want to try to broaden that gap on the rest of the field. So Will Petrick into the freestyle leg. Backstroke for David Schlick. Not sure that he's far enough ahead of the rest of the field. And we're starting to see Claire Burt make up a little bit of ground. But it's still Will Petrick, who broke through for his maiden Dolphins campaign at the World Champs in Singapore earlier this year.
So it's Duncan Scott who has the fastest stroke last, that is butterfly. So keep an eye on lane 5. Has Will Petrick got enough of a lead, knowing that he's the breaststroke leg, to hold on here?
Oh, it's going to be tight.
Of course, Claire Burt in a backstroke leg is looking very strong and coming through. Come on, Will, find something.
Half a lap to go, Will Petrick trying to use his breaststroke to cling on, but Claire Burt is coming stroke by stroke. Petrick, the gap was big enough. He hangs on to win the points. Third for David Schlicht and Duncan Scott. He wasn't benefited with the mystery draw. He's finished in 4th.
So am I right in saying that this really is Meg's to lose? She's had the fastest 2 times over the first 2 25s. Shayna was second both times.
That's correct. So Meg at the top of the pool with another great start. Shayna really right there in the reckoning. It's Meg versus Shayna, and Meg Harris has swept all 3 races.
Incredibly close. Once again, 2 100ths of a second in it between Meg Harris and Shayna Jack here in the Valley Pool tonight.
So Australia have brought up the century, 104 to 86. Another blistering start by Cam McEvoy. He comes out at the head of the field. Jamie Jack swimming a great race, but not good enough to stop Cam from adding another 10 points to the Aussie tally.
And wouldn't that be magnificent? Imagine if we had a dead heat for 4 of them.
Did I explain that right?
Yes, you did, absolutely. But what it does explain also is why we were saying, you know, if we've got 2 Team Australia or Team Worlds in the skin events at the last 50, why wouldn't they just cruise to the wall together? Well, many of these athletes might never, at a major competition or any competition level, raced outdoors. Okay, so we're already away. We're not hearing the gun, therefore Rebecca Meter is off. All athletes are in the pool.
We are officially underway. So Rebecca Meter, the first to start, and therefore she turns in front, but we should see, according to the staggered start, this field compact quite significantly now. And let's see who is going to go in there and hit the wall first. Rebecca Meter hangs on, Alex Perkins second, Kaylee in third, and Mollie with the freestyle leg has finished in fourth, although she didn't give them 5.5 seconds head start. So there you go, Rebecca Meter, the only world competitor in the race, has won.
0.9 second PB. So that means that she swam faster than she ever did in the skins event. Okay, so gone. Casper Corbo is in the water.
Now Chacon, now Armbruster, now Duncan Scott. Gee, Casper's got a big lead. Chacon getting after him. Armbruster might do enough to get into second spot as they turn. Casper Corbo with the lead. But have a look who's closing. Chacon and Armbruster. This is going to be a thrilling finish. Corbo trying to hang on. Armbruster trying to get there. No! Corbo has won. It's another victory for the breaststroke swimmers. So the world team with their last assignment. So it's a 4x25 meters freestyle relay.
Meg Harris and Shayna Jack.
So the Jack siblings combine in a relay once again. The 4x25 meter freestyle relay. Australia trying to finish what's been a very successful night with a flurry.
So that was Cam McEvoy in the water.
Now Jamie Jack up against El Arabi from Egypt, representing the world team.
The two secret weapons are in together. Meg Harris, Louise Hansen.
And now Shayna Jack to bring it home with an Australian victory to finish off a memorable night here at the Valley Pool. The Aussies have conquered the world.
Well, that was a fun event.